Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It is me, your girl Baz B, and we are back for another review of Love After Lockup Season 4, Episode 5. Get right or get left. And once again, I'm trying to find the good in any of these relationships, but at this point, usually we can start getting the problems toward the end of the season. But these people is really getting on and popping right there and now. We want to start off with Kevin. So you remember last episode, Kevin done knocked Curtis out because Curtis told him to do it. Do it. And guess what he did? Did it. Knocked your ass cold on the damn ground. So now Kevin trying to get the fuck up out of there before the police come and start asking some damn questions. But unfortunately, Curtis done fell like right by the back tire of his car. So while Kevin trying to pull up out of there, the producer's like, wait, you're gonna run him over. He said, get that Nick. No, he said that. He said, get his punk ass up. Get his punk ass up. He ain't sleep, he just playing. He rides off on the way home. He calling his mama, letting her know that, hey, I might be going to jail because I don't have to knock this man out because he tried to play me in front of Tiffany, and Tiffany decided that she gonna go with him and this and that. Tiffany ass is embarrassed down to the damn ground because Curtis done got knocked out on the ground, still laying there looking confused and disoriented, got the damn yellow birds flying around his head like the damn cartoons and shit. She's just like, oh, this is just so much a sensory overload. I can't deal with this. Blah, blah, blah. Girl, just say it. Say what it is. You mad. Curtis done got knocked out, and now you thinking you don't chose the wrong man. That's what it is. So at this point, Curtis done finally came to. He's like, what happened? Did he hit me? Did he put his hands on me? Well, how else do you think he ended on the ground? He was the last one you was standing by. What do you think happened? You had a seizure and fell out? No. Yes, he hit you. So by this time, the ambulance and everything done came. Curtis get checked on. They asking him questions. He acting like he don't know what's going on. I don't know if he really got knocked out that bad, that he is really don't know, or he just don't want to talk to the cops. But at this point, Tiffany wants no parts. So she done skedaddle herself around the corner and up the street away from everything that's going on. She was like, when she decided to pick Curtis over Kevin, she was thinking it was going to be easier transition for her because at this point in time, she really not looking to be in a real serious relationship. She's just trying to have a little fun. But now, it just ain't working out. Curtis eventually finds her around the corner, asks if she coming with him. She tells him that maybe in a couple of weeks she'll talk to him, but right now, everything that's going on is just a little too much trouble for her. She's just got out of jail and she ain't trying to go back, so it's just not going to work out. So Curtis go ahead and unload his truck with her stuff. And you can tell his feelings hurt. That man was crying and everything. It's like, damn, girl. I'm thinking we about to have something. But you goes and chooses him. And you seen I just got knocked out. Like, Tiffany, yeah, you could at least spend a week with the boy. He did just take a lick for you. But Tiffany's like, bitch, I ain't thinking about none of that. Soon as that boy had rolled off, you was ready to hop on that phone to call Kevin to tell Kevin come pick you up. Talking about some you had made a mistake, this and that. Kevin trying to act all hard, knowing good and damn well he was going to turn that car around and come get you off the side of the damn curb. And that's why I was like, now, Tiffany, what if Kevin would have told you never mind? I guess you would have had to call Curtis and spin another story to him about coming back to come get you. If I was both the men, I would have left your ass where you was at because you is toxic. Next up, we have Andy and Harry. So they're going to the psychic because Andy is just hell-bent on knowing that the psychic is going to tell them what they need to know about in life. Harry ain't with all the shit, but he going to go anyway. Soon as they get in the door, the psychic's already like, she can feel the aura in the room. It's very intense. It don't seem like he wants to be there. He has a little anger issue. She said, am I correct in what I'm saying? And so Harry's like, no, you tell me because you already done got a cue from her because as soon as you said he got anger issues, you look dead at me. So the psychic was like, no, I kind of felt that before I said it and she looked at you. So, Andy go ahead and take over this little session because she don't want to give a damn about what the psychic got to say anyway. She asked the psychic, do she see children and marriage in the future for them? The psychic lets her know like she do see it, but they do have a lot to work on in the relationship. Once again, Indy, these are little things that you should pick up on your own. The police pulling you over, that wasn't a red flag for you, seeing that he was so, like, why would you even put yourself in a position to even get in any more trouble? You should never even been driving. Then he gets pulled over without a license. You saying, oh, that's not a cue for us not to be together. That's a cue for him not to be driving. That was the first cue when he told you he ain't have no license, that he shouldn't be driving your car. Now the next clue is, oh, the psychic telling you, no, y'all need to get your relationship together. You know that, Indy. Why are we wasting time and money with these psychics? Harry did like that part because Harry feels like, okay, now that the psychic done told you that we not ready for kids and the marriage, maybe we should slow down on it. Harry's like, I'm not about to marry this chick anytime soon. He said, I don't even know her. He said, all we ever talked to was tailpay and damn letters. I don't know that girl, so I don't know why she keep thinking I'm about to marry her and have kids with her. Andy, don't let a man tell you more than once that he don't want you. So then on their way back to the car, he gets a call. He says it's his parole officer, but when he gets on the phone, it's a soft-sounding lady on the phone. Now remember, the PO officer already done called the phone before, he a man. So who this lady, Harpo? He was like, oh yeah, I'm with Indy right now. And the lady said, oh, well, how's she doing? So obviously the lady know who Indy is. So I'm trying to figure out why you lying to Indy saying it's a parole officer. If the lady on the phone know who Indy is, so that means Indy don't know who this lady is on the phone. Harry starts to check on the car later on because he gonna go see his daughter. Now, we done went a whole season of Love during Lockup, and now we in the 5th episode of Love after Lockup. When did he ever mention that he had a child? Because it's all been Coco. I ain't heard him say nothing about a child ever. Now, it could be that the mama just didn't want to be parts of none of this foolishness or put my baby in the midst of y'all foolishness because she don't know what's going on. As everybody keep trying to figure out what Harry about to do with Indy. Is this really a real relationship or what? So maybe that could have been a whole ordeal. But Harry lets us know that he has a 5-year-old daughter named Ava by a woman named Fatima. Yes, he has a black baby mama. Obviously, he has a type. I don't know if his family had a problem with Fatima also, but we're here. She did not want to hold this bid down with him because I want to say the baby was maybe like a month or 2 old before Harry ended up going to jail this last time. And she told him that she was not holding no bid down with him. She was not going to be bringing her baby in and out no jail. So she told the child that daddy is away at superhero camp. Okay. So Annie decides that she's gonna go ahead and just drop Harry off at Fatima's house to go see the child so he don't get no more trouble with the license situation. But she wants to know, can she come meet Fatima? Harry don't feel like today is the right time or place for be doing all that. He don't know. He's like, no, let me just go see my child. I'm just seeing her the first time. Let me go deal with her. Yeah, Annie, let him have that first interaction. Annie don't want to have all that going on because she's scared that Fatima wants Harry and eventually gonna want her family back, and that's why she don't really want to leave them alone together. Well, Andy, you don't have to worry about none of that, because let me tell you, homegirl, while you was not there, we were there. And Fatima is not concerned about Harry. When Harry came in, they said they cordial highs. That's the baby. The baby ran up and she was so excited to see him. Like, I was trying to figure out, was there some type of communication? Because you said he went in when the baby was young, but somehow this baby had this really strong connection with him. So I'm kind of confused. Maybe I got my timeline wrong. Somebody correct me in the comment section. But they had a little time. She let him have his little alone time with the child. Then they had their time. And this one I tell you, Indy, she's not worried about this boy. She sees Harry through all his shit. When they sit down, she asking him what he got going on, how things been going. He automatically starts a conversation off about how he got in trouble, he got pulled over, and he ain't got no license, and now he got to go to court. Right in there, I knew the way she had let that hand, she was not concerned about having nothing with him. She let it be known, listen, I'm just trying to figure out how you going to squeeze my daughter in when you taking care of her daughter over here, because she got doctor's appointments, she got things that happens at school, basically trying to bring him in the loop as a father. And he said he going to be there, he going to do what he got to do. He asks, can he go ahead and keep the daughter for 2 nights? She automatically said no. She says because of Andy. She don't know that lady, and she don't need her child being around people that she don't know. Understood. But I also feel like, bitch, I don't know you. And you already doing stupid shit. So why would I let my child be around you unattended for that long? No, sir. So Harry's like, well, do you want to meet Andy? She's saying in due time we can meet her. But at this point, all you need to be focused on is being a father to your child. And that was it. Fatima ain't with all that. She ain't with it. And Harry just... Now that I know that you have a child, it's even more disappointing that you're just so like, oh, if I go back to jail, I'll go back to jail. Because whatever, I'm going to run, I'm going to do this. Like, you have a whole jet out here. Why aren't you more concerned about getting your life together so that you can be an upstanding father for her? But you'll be mad if Fatima find her a new man and he play daddy to your damn child. Boy, please. Chaz and Bradwin, we got a new couple on the scene. So I'm trying to figure out which one of these couples is not going to make it through the whole season. Because whenever this happens, one of these couples not going to work out. So it's either, in my mind, is Radine and Rick probably not going to work out. Because Rick ain't with this whole 3-way relationship. Or maybe it's going to be Lacey and Antoine. Because Antoine gives me, I'm going back to jail in a few weeks. Sorry, it just do. That's what it's giving. Or it might be chancing them. Because this shit's been real rocky. Real rocky. Chaz is a weirdo to me too. He do a little too much. But anyway, here we go with the new couple. Chaz is a retired Marine. He plays in a rock band when he's not, to get away from his cubicle lifestyle. He put in a, what is it? He put in an advertisement in the paper. I was like, an advertisement in the paper? People still reading newspapers? I didn't even know that. He was asking if a band was looking for a bass player. They called him in, and now he's in the band, and he's living his rock star life. He talks about Bradwin. That's her name, Bradwin. I'm gonna mispronounce her name more times than none before this is all over with. And one, I don't like that name. That name kind of ugly. But he said before he met Bradwin, he was online dating for a while. It was being a bust. Baby, you preaching to the choir. Online dating is so like, it's more missed than hits at the most. So he was like, he did all that. It's hard for him to date where he's at. He lives in a small town. Most of the people is very tall. He's 5'5", so a lot of women don't look his way. But he met Bradwin through this online dating site called Paper Dolls that the prisoners get on to find love. And he instantly got real attracted to her. Like, and no lie, B is real pretty. Because if she would have been out, I could see her being an influencer. I could see it. She real nice. So he was like first thinking that, she catfish. Because why would that lady be interested in talking to me? So they had set up a little video chat call. And true enough, that was her. And he thought that she would be instantly turned off from him. But she said she likes him and she's attracted to him. And she wanted to keep the thing going. All right now. He lets the bandmates know that next week he won't be around because he has to go pick her up from jail and he's going to be spending some time with her. Of course, his bandmates feel like anybody else who be in these situations with these people was like, they just don't understand why he's so sprung out over this girl. He do not know her and that he needs to take things carefully because how he is in jail and how he is on the outside is two different people. But Chaz is not letting none of this get in his way of his woman. He goes down to see his sister Chris. They're real close. So he really wants her stamp of approval for B. So she goes, they gonna set up a video call for them to meet. I was like, Chaz, your family members don't want to meet your jailhouse girlfriend. Especially not like that. Damn, Lacey let the girl get out of jail, be good on her feet for a month or two, and then introduce the damn girl. I'm going to set up a video call to meet your felon girlfriend? No, sir. And girl is an aggravated identity theft. That's what she in there for. Which means that she done been doing this multiple times. Multiple times she done did it. So I was like, well, that's how she stayed young. She ain't really had no real job. She just been stealing other people's money. He lets his sister know that the girl getting out in 2 days and that she's not gonna move in with him straight up, but he wants to marry her straight off rip. The sister not having it because he was like, he gets used a lot, especially for his money, and he needs to learn how to start taking things slow. Apparently, Chaz has been married 4 times. The first wife, it just didn't work out. It only lasted for a year. The second wife, they didn't get along, so that didn't work out. The third wife, all they did was fight the whole time. And then the fourth wife, she died from an opium addiction, aka a druggie. Had a full drug overdose. I don't care. Y'all can keep trying to wrap a pretty little bow over it, but you on them popping them pills, on them opiates or whatever, you're a fucking crackhead at the end of the day in my book. I said the sister feel like he's moving too fast. They did a video call. The sister, was very cordial, but you can tell that she really not with all this. Like, boy, I know it's hard out here in these streets, but really, somebody in jail now? Okay. Next up was Kaylah and Martell. They still fighting from the night before because of the mashed potatoes on the stove. So Kaylah in there calling Martell because Martell never brought his ass home last night. So she calling his phone, the phone going straight to voicemail. So just like any typical relationship on Love After Lockup, what do they do when things get rough between the relationship? They pull out those damn jail letters and read them and read all the sweet nothings that them people gave you in jail that they did not uphold to when they got out. So now she in the kitchen scrubbing the hell out that damn stove because let's not argue about the same thing from the day before. He finally come in with a little dining room table, whatever. She was not impressed. Neither was I. Where the fuck was you last night? He starts to talk about the argument from the day before. He said he will apologize to her for her feeling like he was trying to make her feel stupid. He is going to apologize for that, but he's not apologizing for the fact that she feels that he disrespected her. He said, because I did not disrespect you. That's how you feel. That's your problem. You need to deal with your own feelings. What type of fucking shit is that, Martell? I'm telling you that you disrespected me and you going to tell me no, I did not. And that you don't owe me an apology. So she was like, yes, you do. So they start arguing. And so he gives her that little, I'm sorry that you feel that I did. That's not an apology. Please learn how to do a correct apology. And if you're not going to do it, just don't do it at all. So now Kaylah is yelling at him. He told her that she needs to calm down because she's disrespecting him. She said, oh, you feel like I'm disrespecting you? He said, yeah, I feel like you disrespecting me. She said, okay, so now you know how I feel. Yeah, turn the tables on him. Let it be that. But Kaylah sees that the conversation is not getting nowhere no time soon, so she just lets it go because she don't want one little disagreement to mess up the relationship. But this is a big disagreement right here, personally. If he can't understand what he doing wrong already, it's going to be hell from here on out. Taylar and Chance. These two. Chance doing too much. Chance wants to be the man of a house, but don't know how to be the man of a house. He don't know where he fall in line. And so you just going to assert yourself wherever you can. They only been out for a week. And they have had the most arguments in this week's worth of time. So Taylor's like, it's just a rocky start. We cramped up in this house with everybody. We just need some alone time. So she asked Bobby, can she watch the kids? Bobby agreed for them to get them some time. Taylar and Chance is riding around the city like some horny teenagers looking for a spot that is ducked off for them to have sex. As if Holiday Inn rooms aren't like $60 for one night. You could have asked Bobby, can you watch the kids for one night? Or hell, a few hours, y'all could have got it in at the hotel room and checked out. Y'all ain't got $70. I'm not fucking in my car. They at the damn cemetery in there having sex. At the cemetery with all those spirits. It ain't that serious. Go back in the fucking closet at this point. They get back at the house. Y'all know how kids be like pulling apart the couch cushions and making forts or like jumping onto the cushions or whatever, the floor is lava type shit. You know how you are when you're a kid. And if you got kids, you know how your kids is now. Taylar come in, they see the house. They say, the house is wrecked. Oh my God, Bobby, where were you at? I thought you was going to watch the kids. The house wasn't wrecked. The pillows were just on the floor, and the kids were jumping from the pillows. Now, I mean, they could have got hurt, but they didn't get hurt. They ain't going to get hurt. So she knocks on Bobby's door. She's like, Bobby, I thought you was going to watch the kids. Bobby's like, I did. I peeked my head out there every once in a while, make sure they were straight. She didn't feel like that was good enough watching, and Chance, of course, hyped the shit up, saying that how the kids could have been hurt, anything could have happened. I don't feel like it was that damn serious. Kids are kids. And like Taylar said, your kids know better. They knew they wasn't supposed to be jumping up on your couches like that. So even if Bobby was not watching them like a sitter from Angie List with a whole booklet of stuff for them kids to do, them kids knew they shouldn't have been jumping on my damn couch. Chance don't want to hear that. He feels like Bobby should not be allowed to watch them no more. Taylar feel like he taking it a little too far. Baby, who gonna watch him if she's not gonna watch him? Meaning, AKA, I ain't got no more money for no sitter. So one of the younger children was like, oh, you're not the boss of this house. Mommy's the boss of this house. Mommy makes the rules, not you. Well, Chance took that some type of way and stormed off having a little hissy fit. So Taylar went to go see about him, and he's like, oh yeah, you agree, so I'm not the man of the house. I don't do this. It's your house. You make the rules. Okay, fine. She said, I never even said that. But the child said it, and you didn't say nothing else about it. Well, really, because the child is telling the damn truth. Baby, you don't make no rules in this house. You ain't paying not a damn bill up in here. During the midst of them arguing about if it's okay for Bobby to watch the kids, if he's the man of the house or not, Bobby hears all this shit and was like, you know what, I'll make it even better for y'all. I'm out. And she deuces out. So now Taylar feeling some type of way because she don't want Bobby to leave. Next up with Lacey and Antoine. Lacey is getting the house ready, decorating it up for Antoine to come on home. She could have kept them little Party City decorations that she couldn't even put up right. The damn paper machete little balls or whatever ain't even fluffed out right. It was just put a banner up, say welcome home, and let it be dead. And I don't know what she was doing all that for. Anyway, when you had to go drive 3 hours to go pick him up, so you get in a hotel room to stay in for the night. So that really was not needed. You could have just brought him back to the hotel room and had that shit hanging up in there. Or had a little sign, some whatever. I don't know. Whatever y'all do when these people get out of the damn jail. Other than decorate your house for you to be there, not like 2 days later or some shit. She having to wait. While she on her way down there, she calls her sister. Her sister has spent 8 years in jail for a drug addiction that she had. Probably meth. That's usually country white girl's choice of drug. She was like, well, you know, what should I expect? What do I think he's going to be like? And she was like, well, you need to expect that he probably did not rest the night before because he was very excited to be out, and understand that it's going to be hard because when you get out, you're more thinking about, you're going to see all this stuff that you want. And while you do have somebody supporting you, you not having the money to get what you want when you want it, it's going to be very tempting for you to go back to the life that you're used to. So it's going to be an uphill struggle for them. We kind of figured that out. So it's the next day. She having to drive like down this road down from the jail because apparently you can't pick people up from the jail because of COVID. I don't know what dropping them off down the road gonna do. If COVID gonna hit them, they gonna hit them, but whatever. He gets off the van and she immediately goes over there kissing him and stuff. And I'm sorry, but I just don't feel like he was as excited to see her as she was to see him. A little bit of a problem for me, but you know, Lacey, you happy, so I'm gonna let you have it. He starts telling us about how he always been in trouble. Like the mama said, boy always been in trouble. That boy said he got 8 felonies, most of them from stealing a car or selling drugs. The first time he went to jail was when he was 18. By the time he got out when he was 22, he was back in jail like maybe a year or 2 later. Don't sound promising, Lacey. But we're gonna pray on it, but Antoine looked like a knockoff Ted Bundy film. That boy look crazy. I don't care what y'all say. Crazy as hell. She in the car. She rubbing on him. He just sitting there looking like, Like, he really didn't give a fuck. Then she kissed him. He wiped her kiss away. She's like, oh my God, you wiped my kiss away? He was like, yeah, it was too wet. Y'all, sometimes people do be kissing you and the shit be like, you left a whole trail of slopping on my face. And I be wanting to wipe this shit off too, but I be trying to play it off. He just didn't give a fuck. He just wiped it off. And I was like, damn, you could have been a little bit more discreet about it. Well, guys, that was the episode. It wasn't much, but I gave you what we had. Until next time, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.